5, 4, 3, 2. Realtors, you're in the right spot.
We're going to do this together.
Welcome to the Leading Edge Podcast.
These mentors showed me a map of success.
This is the place for real estate pros like you to get better at running your business, balancing your life, and having happy clients.
Do you know how powerful you are?
And now your host, Eric Thompson.
What's up, everyone? It's your good friend Eric Thompson on the Leading Edge Podcast. It's episode number 86 called How to Make at Least $200,000 a Year. My friends, Happy New Year, because I'm recording this in January. If you're listening to this not in January, Happy Year. I hope all of you are doing amazing. Life is good here in the Thompson household. The big news for us personally is that we have an exchange student here in our house for 3 months. It is a blast. She is from France. My oldest daughter will be going to France here in a few months to spend time with this same student's family. So we are super thrilled. I'm super thrilled to be here with you on this podcast. And we're going to talk about how to earn at least $200,000 a year. You guys, speaking of earning, speaking of a new year, I'm just tallying up my own personal numbers from last year. And you guys have to share with all of you. All my friends, I'm super proud. I'm super proud of how my 2022 wrapped up. I had a goal to earn at least $500,000 of revenue in my coaching business, and I did just that. I went just beyond that. I feel so good about that. So proud. Worked really, really hard to make that happen. What that means to me is that not only that I achieved a personal goal, which feels awesome, but also what it means to me is I helped a lot of people in a big way, and that feels really incredible. So it feels fun to share that with you here. And I'll also tell all of you in the same breath, as here we are in 2023 in a new market, new headwinds, new challenges, that just like you, I am having to pivot, adjust, adapt, strive, strain, do all the things to keep things going in the face of all this change. So I am having to do what all of you are having to do. So speaking of changes and pivoting and earning at least $200,000 a year, one thing that I've done as an evolution is I've evolved my group coaching mastermind program. What I've done is I've refreshed it, rebranded it, remessaged it. That's apparently a hard word to say. And it's now called the 200K Mastermind. So it was called Alpha State. It's now called the 200K Mastermind. And I think it's a good lesson in being willing to change, being willing to adapt, but never compromising your values, never compromising what you stand for. So what this mastermind with the group coaching program still stands for is excellence and contribution and growth and improvement, right? All those things. So none of that's changed, but what I've done with the rebranding and the remessaging and the kind of the refresh and really the refocus of it is it's able to attract more people, which is really exciting because what I found is that people really get it, all right? So when I say that I have the 200K Mastermind, and it's really based on someone saying to me, I'll give you 2 hours a month, Eric, I'll give you 2 hours a month, and what I'm gonna do back for them is I'm gonna teach them how to think and act like a person who earns at least $200,000 a year, like a person who achieves their goal, right? So it has been exciting. We are now coast to coast. We are from California to Rhode Island. We are from, Seattle to Virginia and all points in between. And it is a thrill to be able to touch people, to impact people, to help people within this mastermind from all over the place. People are loving it. They're getting so much value, really feeling focused and on track. And so that has been really, really fun. So again, the mission of that mastermind is for me to teach people how to think and act like a person who earns at least $200,000 a year, like a person who achieves their income goal. And so what tends to get in the way of someone achieving their income goal are two things. Number one is they get distracted. All right, would you guys agree with that? Are you guys with me on that? Is that distraction tends to be the first problem, the first obstacle. I don't know what it is about real estate, but we tend to have more than our fair share of distractions that crop up along the way toward us doing what we really hope to do and want to do. But bam, along comes this distraction. It's no good. So that's a problem. That's problem number one. Problem number two, for people who want to achieve big things, who have a big income goal in their business. Problem number two is they don't know how. They don't know how exactly. They have all the drive, they have all the desire, they have the gumption, right? They have all those things, but they sit there and go ultimately like, all right, so how am I going to do this? So knowing that those are the two obstacles, what I did in this mastermind is said, all right, I'm going to solve those two things. All right, I'm going to cure the distraction piece by keeping people on track. All right, so I joke and say to the people within the mastermind, look, my goal, one thing I'm doing here is I'm keeping your butt on track. All right, I'm keeping you focused. I'm keeping your eyes on the prize. I'm going to teach you some really effective mindset tools that are going to help you to stay focused, right? To help you to stay focused, feel motivated, feel clear, feel organized, feel calm, feel at peace, feel confident, all those things that help someone to just keep going despite the things that come up. And then what I say, the second thing I do within the mastermind is I show you how. Right, I show you how by either me personally showing you how, or I show you how by interviewing other people who are getting it done, who are having success. We interview those people within the mastermind so that other people can see what to do. So it's been a blast. So why 200,000? Right. So why did I pick that as the number, as kind of even the title of my mastermind? Why did I pick 200,000? Well, it turns out that that's a very common goal for a lot of people. It turns out that puts you in basically the top 15 to 20% of all realtors, all agents, brokers nationwide, in the top 15 to 20%. And what I love to do, I love to work with people who are performing at that level or who want to perform at that level. That's been my whole history in this business. I've been really blessed that way. I've just been surrounded by high performers. I've been in environments that are like encourage that expect that. And those are the kind of people that I like to hang with, right? People who have big dreams, big goals, who are absolutely committed to this, who really want to get after it. So that's why I say 200,000. And so it's for anyone who wants to earn at least 200,000. You maybe already be at that level, but you want to go even higher. Maybe someone hasn't quite gotten there, but they want to get there. So that's why I picked that number. And why a focus on income? Why a focus on helping someone achieve their income goal? Well, a few things. Number one, what it means to me is it's super fulfilling. Like I can't even express to you, I can't even tell you how fulfilling it is to help someone achieve the thing that they want to achieve, and to think that I played a role in that. Usually it's just a small piece, but when I play a role in that, when I help someone get there, when I help someone achieve something that they maybe couldn't have done otherwise, couldn't have done on their own, oh my goodness, that feels so good to me. Like that's what jazzes me up. That's what floats my boat. That's what gets me going. That's the thing that really, really fires me up. And then I think about, all right, what does it mean to that person? What does it mean to the person who achieved their goal? What it means is they're able to do really amazing things in their life, right? Amazing things personally, amazing things with their family. They're able to take their family to certain places, give their family certain experiences, have a certain kind of lifestyle, have a certain kind of comfort and security. They're able to set themselves up for the future. That person is able to make a really great contribution, not only back to their friends and family, but also back into their community through all the different ways that they give. So it means a lot to that person. And also the other thing that is a reason for me to help someone achieve their income goal is ultimately what it means is that they helped a lot of people, right? It means that that person that I helped a lot of other people, right? They helped the number of clients that they wanted to help, and all those clients had an amazing experience. I like to think I played a role in that, in helping these agents to be even better with their clients, so those clients have an even better experience, and a lot of people are being helped. Those are all the reasons why I've picked that as my focus, as my goal, as my mission, to help other people achieve their income goal. Those are the reasons why. So those are the reasons why for me, those reasons, you guys, I'll tell you, really keep me motivated, focused, on track, get me going when I don't feel like going, get me out of bed when I don't feel like getting out of bed, because I have very compelling reasons why. So I think for you, it's a lesson in what's your reason, right? Do you have a reason why? Do you really like that reason? Have you gotten clear on the reason why? Does it keep you going to the extent that you want to keep going? By the way, if you are getting curious about this mastermind, if you yourself would like to check it out and maybe join, yourself at least see what it's all about, go to erict200k.com. So ERICT 200, the numbers 200, and then the letter K.com, erict200k.com. You can get yourself signed up. There's like no risk because you don't commit to any length of time. It's like Netflix, right? Join, stick around as long as you want. erict200k.com if you want to check it out. So the big idea that I've come up with for the mastermind is this. And I'll say the same thing to you. If you have a sphere and a work ethic, you can earn at least $200,000 a year. It is absolutely possible. No, I'm not saying it's an absolute guarantee that you will. I'm saying it's possible. It's so possible. If you have a sphere of influence and if you have a work ethic, you can achieve that level of income. All right. I just know this to be a fact. I know that possibility is true. I know it like the sky is blue, like that. That's how ingrained it is in me. That's the level that I believe in that big idea. Because why? Because I see it all the time. I see it all the time. I have seen it all the time. I see it come in all shapes and sizes, all kinds of personalities, all kinds of different markets, all kinds of backgrounds, all kinds of different circumstances. It is so possible. And I know that to be true, again, because I see it all the time. So why are those two things important? Why is a sphere important? Well, a sphere is important because it's really impactful, it's useful, it's valuable, it's easy, it's fun to work with people that you know. It's way more fun and it's way easier to work with people that you already know. And it turns out that the client wants to work with someone that they already know, like to a vast degree, like approaching 3/4 of all real estate clients pick their realtor based on a relationship as opposed to some other kind of cold mechanism, right? Some other kind of method where they don't know the realtor. Like close to 75%, close to 3/4 of all people pick the realtor based on relationship. So you got to have a sphere, and you probably have a sphere. You got to have a sphere of people who really know you, like you, trust you. That's cliche, but it's so true, so important. You need to have a certain number of people in your sphere. If you don't have enough, you're not going to be able to get it done. The number I find that tends to work, it's got to be at least 150 to 200, like 150 to 250 people is a really nice number. You can get this income goal done and then some when you have a sphere that is that size. You don't need 1,000 people. You don't need 2,000, 5,000 people. You don't need that. You need like between 150 and 250 people. So if you have that number of people who know you, who have some degree of trust, some degree of know, some degree of like, then you're on your way. You're halfway there. Then the next thing you need is a work ethic. Why do you need a work ethic? Because this takes energy, right? You have to pour energy into this every single day. And you wouldn't be listening to this if you didn't already have a work ethic. So even if you're not in my mastermind, even if you don't have an interest in signing up for it, take comfort in knowing that for me, someone who sees a whole lot of people, who has worked with a whole lot of realtors from all over the places, that's all you need, right? That based on my experience, based on my observation, based on my research, my study, you just need a sphere, you need a work ethic. If you got those two things, just put that to use, all right? So are you willing to invest the energy that it's going to take for you to achieve what you want to achieve? Are you willing to invest the energy in doing all the things that maybe you don't want to do, all the things that make you feel really uncomfortable, all the things that you're not sure are even going to work? Like, are you willing to put yourself out there and test something that you're not sure is going to work? Are you willing to put yourself out there and ask a question of a person that is not pushy or cheesy or not appropriate, but it may make you feel a little bit uncomfortable because you're making a request? Are you willing to put in the energy to ask the world, energetically, metaphorically, to ask the world what it is that you want to have back from the world? Are you willing to put in that energy, right? Are you willing to put in the energy to have an amazing morning routine, to be really effective at staying in touch with your clients, to put in the energy to understand what's happening in the market, and to then demonstrate to your clients that you really do know what's happening in the market? I think you get the point. So, my friends, all you need a sphere and a work ethic. And what I find is that if someone's willing to commit just 2 hours a month. 2 hours a month to learning, to absorbing, to instilling, ingraining certain skills, certain mindset tools, and then if they have that sphere, if they have that work ethic, you can get there. So what I wanted to say to you today is that you can do it. You can do it. I know you can. There's a simple formula, even in this new market that we're in, even in this challenging market that we're in. All you need is a sphere and a work ethic. So is your sphere there? Is it dialed? Is it organized? Is it categorized? Is it easily accessible? Is it right in front of you? Are you tending to it all the time, like you would your most important garden ever? Like if you had this amazing garden of amazing, valuable flowers, you'd be tending to that all the time. Are you tending to your database and your sphere to that level? And then are you putting your work ethic to work? Are you expending that energy, installing that energy, investing that energy into the places that you know are going to make the return? So, again, my friends, Happy New Year. I wish all the best for you this year. I'm excited for a journey together in 2023. If, again, you want to go check out the mastermind and get signed up, get inside and get these things I'm talking about, go to erict200k.com. Just sign up. Oh my gosh, there's no risk at all. We get you onboarded right away. It's super easy. You see how to access all the things that we do. It's not overwhelming at all. It's you saying, I got 2 hours a month. I'm guessing you have 2 hours a month, and you stay as long as you want, just like Netflix. It's super simple. So again, my friends, thank you so much for engaging with this podcast. It means the world to me. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. In the meantime, enjoy life on the leading edge.